One, two, three. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa inyong lahat. Hyperion kasi sa inyo ko lang to hindi natapos. So today, tapusin natin ang ating discussion about Hinduism. So kasali to sa exam. As I told you, binigay ko naman yung aking PowerPoint. So I'm going to discuss this further, okay? Para malinawan kayo, hindi nyo lang basta binasa, ano. So, Hinduism characteristic kasi may mga topic tayo nung una ng Hinduism. Okay? So, as mentioned, okay, Hinduism is a diverse as it is composed of different tradition and belief. Kasi nga si Muhammad, itong mga ito is more on moral applications. Hindi sila stick on sa kanilang belief. Pero meron pa rin silang belief systems. Kasi doon naman rooted yung kanilang mga moral actions. Okay, kumbaga standard ng kanilang moral action. Okay? So, however, despite the pluralistic nature of their traditions, Hindus are identified by the following. So, alam naman natin yung Vedas, which is their holy scripture or holy script. So, ang equivalent nito sa Christianity is the Bible. So, meron tayong tinatawag na Vedas. Vedas are the earliest among the sacred or holy Hindu texts. Okay? So, although not all Hindus give the same value to this text, they all attest to the certain centrality of the Vedas to Hinduism. Pag sinabi nating centrality, it is rooted yung kanilang mga ginagawa dito. Ito yung basihan, ito yung kanilang standard. So, standard na kung anong nasabi nilang mabuti at masama. Okay? So, belief in karma and reincarnation, we all know belief in karma and reincarnation. Pag sinabing karma, is hindi lang bad karma, yung pag may ginawa sa'yo masama, mamalasin, ganyan. Hindi lang ganon. Okay? Ang karma is, there are two sides of karma, good and bad karma. Okay? Kasi related siya sa reincarnation. Kasi pag masama kang tao, in this life, ngayong buhay mo, in the present, your future self, which is reincarnation nga, will be suffering on your decisions kung ikaw ay masamang tao sa present life mo. Yun ay bad karma, the typical karma na alam nating mga Pinoy. Pero, pag ikaw naman ay isang mabuting tao, ikaw ay makakarma pa rin. At ito yung tinatawag na good karma. You may be in the next life, maging mayaman ka, okay? So that is one of the good karmas. Pag bad karma, magiging daga, ipis, okay? So kaya in Hinduism, they tend to uh, pinapahalagahan or give importance to all life. Kaya marami sa kanila na hindi nakain ng hayop or any animal related kasi nga they believe that these are the people who are punished. So ayun ang kanilang rason. So they have the social class system known as the caste or caste system. So this is a systematized hierarchy. Kumbaga, ikaw ay may pwesto sa society mo. Okay? Kung ikaw ay ininyero, ikaw ay karpentero, okay? Yun ang ibig sabihin ng caste system. Ito ay dictated ng kanilang tradition. So the caste system which is traditionally called Varnashrama, ayan, sabi nga a guide that systematizes the social order. Okay? So some are born leader even though they don't have the qualification. Ito yung masama dito. Okay? So hindi mo control. Even though you are qualified for the job or qualified for the position, you cannot assume the position because of the caste system. But uh, may mga pa rin dito, ilan-ilan. Pero siguro hindi na naman siya ngayon talamak. So belief in one, all-pervasive, supreme reality. So this is the supreme reality. So impersonal force, it is called Brahman, the personal divinity. Okay? So they believe in cyclical nature of time, that there are world ages that repeat themselves like seasons. Kasi nga, they believe that life is a cycle. Okay? Maaring ang nangyayari ngayon ay nangyari na noon. Okay? So, sabi nga, history repeats itself. Okay? So, there are things na nauulit daw in their belief. Okay? Kasi nga, cycle, paikot-ikot, di ka tagulong, naikot lang. Okay? So, belief in alternate realities with higher beings. Okay? May multiverse ang Hinduism. God and His manifold manifestation who can be accessed through temple, worship, rituals, sacraments, and prayers. So, syempre, kahit naman sa Christianity, we can talk to God in temples, churches, lalo sa madaming uh, relihiyon na doon lamang daw makakausap ang Diyos sa Mecca. Okay? So, ayan. So, belief in enlightened masters or gurus, enlightened, kumbaga na-attain nila yung peak na-attain. Okay? Nakuha na nila yung peak ng kanilang hinahangad na goal bilang isang miyembro or kapananampalataya dun sa kanilang belief. Sa atin ay anointed, yung mga gayan, nagpa-prophesy, yan, mga ganyang tao sa ating konteksto. Belief in non-aggression and non-injury or ahimsa as a way of showing love to all creatures. At ito na nga yung sinasabi ko kanila. Kasi nga, the idea of reincarnation is good karma and bad karma. And being an animal is a result of a bad choices in your past life. Okay, nagiging hayop ka. So kaya hindi sila nakain or hindi sila nananakit ng hayop. Okay? So that's the point. Kasi nga, they are showing compassion and love to all creatures. Okay? So believe that all revealed religions, kasi nga, they believe in the alternate realities na maaaring nangyari noon, ang mga nangyayari ngayon, or may relevance ang mga nangyari noon sa ano. So they believe that all religions are accepted or they are all just the same. Kasi maaaring ang Diyos na sinasamba nila sa kanilang relihiyon is the different manifestation of their God. So they accept different religion, not necessarily their belief, but their religion. Hinduism welcomes the gods and goddesses of other ethnic groups. Okay? Seeing them as the manifold manifestations of Brahma. Kasi nga si Brahma, hindi siya being Siya yung idea. Okay? Nagiging being lang siya pag meron ng sense of Brahma into a deity. Okay? Thus, since its beginning, Hinduism has not persecuted anybody because they are morally or they tend to give importance to life and to people. Okay, Hinduism has not persecuted anybody, making religious tolerance the hallmark of its wisdom. Okay? Being kind, yun nga ibig sabihin. Okay? At kitang-kita ang nanay ko. Okay, believe that all living being is first and foremost a spiritual entity, a soul within the body, and that the spiritual pursuit is consequently the essence and real purposes or real purpose of life. So there are three major paths or daan or ways that every Hindu should follow. So the way of works, the way of knowledge, and the way of devotion. Pag sinabing the way of works, okay, ito ay performing the ritual and doing one's duty to your society. Okay? Given, kung ano yung role mo sa society, kung ikaw ay estudyante, perform your role. Kung ikaw ay isang anak, perform your role. Kung ikaw ay isang magulang, perform your role. That's the way of works. The next one is the way of knowledge. Ano naman ito? Promotes asceticism, seeking unity with the eternal as exemplified by the life embraced by monks. Okay, isa-isahin natin. So, seeking unity with the eternal as exemplified, okay, by the life embraced by the monks. Pag sinabing the way of knowledge, it is your walk your talk. Okay? Seeking unity. Even though we are different person, different people in a society, we still work as one. Okay? That is called unity. Okay? The unity in differences. Okay? That is way of knowledge. And the way of devotion It gives importance in putting one's faith in a personal God. A no-brainer. Paniniwala mo sa isang God or isang personal God or your God. Okay? Sa Hinduism, being inclusive, meaning para sa lahat, does not deny polytheism or monotheism. It is both. It seeks to find unity amidst diversity. Ang gulo, no? Hindi siya polytheism, hindi lang siya monotheism. Siya ay parehas. Okay? So ito naman yung mga Vedas. Okay? The Vedas are, yun nga, yung holy text nila sa atin ay Bible. So, ang Hinduism, wala silang founder. Okay? There's no founder. Hindi katulad ng Muslims, ang Christianity, meron silang founder. Okay? So, ang kanilang founding idea or tinuring nilang founder or tinuring nilang simula or beginning is the Vedas, which is their holy text. So the Vedas are separated by different parts. Katulad ng Bible, may Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Okay? So Vedas, also known as Shruti, are considered divinely revealed text handed down to seers or rishis. Ito daw ay binigay ng Diyos kasi directly from the divine. Hindi second hand, hindi ito sabihin mo to kay ano. Kundi ito'y direktang sinabi daw sa mga tagapagturo. So, Vedas are believed to be eternal or panghabang buhay, not mere composition by rishis, but from God's breath. Okay? So, term Vedas means knowledge. Okay, knowledge. Scholars estimate their composition between 1500 and 600 BCE. Vedas cover teachings on religious rituals, poetry, formulas, beliefs, and explanatory prose. So, katulad din ng Bible. So, divided into four major parts: the Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Hayahur or Rayajur Veda, Atharva Veda. So, contrasted with Smriti text like laws of Manu, Purana, which include epics like Mahabharata at Ramayana. So, Rig Veda, it collects of hymns to gods or mga awitin. Pag sinabing hymno, himig to gods and goddesses, consisting of 1,028 hymns subdivided into 10 books. Yung 1,028, dinivide pa sa 10 books called mandala. Okay? So, para sa Bible din, each book was written by sages, priestly caste, or caste, and it mentions 33 deities, okay? Including Indra, Soma, Agni, Varuna, and Mitra. Okay, para siyang sa anime. Third is the Sama Veda. Okay, Sama Veda is a collection of songs based on the Rig Veda. Ito naman ay kanta hango sa Rig Veda. Kung ang kantang Rig Veda ay para sa Diyos, ang Sama Veda parang kinuha yung kantang yun, tapos yun ang pinagbasehan. Meant to be sung or recited following instructions by sages. Parang yun sa ama namin, sumasalangit ka, parang ganun, di ba? So, Yajur Veda, or Yajur Veda, consists of short prose and verses or mantras used in rituals. Yan, sa yung mga mantras, tsaka sa mga Katoliko to, prominent siya. Okay? So, Atharva Veda contains magical formulas, yan, mga magic, and hymns related to daily life, addressing concerns such as warding off spirits and curing diseases. Yan. Pag-ward daw naman sa mga espiritu at pagbabagaling, kaya magical formulas. So, the first three Vedas are primarily used for sacrificial rituals, while Atharva Veda covers practical instructions for everyday matters. So, ito naman, Hindus believe a person consists of layers. May layers daw tayo, parang itlog. May shell, white, egg white, and the yolk. Okay? With the core, or yung pinaka-gitna, is the true self. Layers include the physical body, itong katawan natin, soul, and the true self, which is Atman. The physical body is material, okay? Nabubulok. Subject, okay, to time and peace, bounded by time and space, and undergoes a process from birth to death. Okay? Humans are not just material entities, hindi daw ang tao, ito lang katawan natin. They also have an immaterial component, the soul, or life source natin. Kung bakit nagalaw, ito ang ating katawan. Okay? So the soul is likened to a life source, essential for life, and is considered immaterial and imperishable. Okay? Humans, the soul is likened to life source, Atman, the true self, is the innermost spiritual property distinct from mind, intellect, ego, or objective self. Okay? Discovery at Atman involves self-exploration and introspection beneath layers of mind, intellect, and ego. To be conscious of your Atman or your true self is what they consider the highest form of being a Hindu. Okay? Kasi nga wala silang concept of heaven or hell. Okay? Kasi nga wala silang ang buhay daw ay reincarnated lang. Life is a cycle. Okay? To attain that Atman is you attain what they are striving for, the goal. Pero lahat tayo daw ay may Atman or true self. We are not just conscious about it. Okay? So Brahman, okay, means the great or the supreme, representing the Hindu understanding of ultimate reality. Brahman is the cosmic principle. Kaya sinasabi ko hindi siya being. Kasi nga, isa siyang cosmic principle or prinsipyo or idea. At yung mga gods na nakikita natin, they are just the representation of that principle. The origin of life and existence with two inseparable aspects, personal and impersonal. Kaya sinasabi nila na kami ay monotheist at saka polytheist. Brahman is one, and all the other gods are just the manifestations of Brahman. So those are polytheists. The idea is both. Okay? So even though we do have a different or hundreds of gods, they still work together as one. Kaya monotheist or monotheistic daw ang Hindus. Okay, that's their idea. So next one. It's considered the source of everything. Ganun na nga. Brahman is believed to create, control, pervade, and guide the universe and its processes. So, hindi ko na ipapaliwanag yun kasi layman term. So, Hindu seeks to achieve oneness with Brahman by realizing their true self, okay, through the performance of duties. Karmic rewards and reincarnate process will influenced by Brahman as the ultimate source. Okay, Mr. Brahman is cosmic being, okay. Okay. Hindi na kailangan yan. So, malamang karma and reincarnations highly relate to each other or closely related to each other because karma dictates of what you will be in your reincarnated life. Okay, that is karma. Kumbaga siya yung basehan ni reincarnation kung magiging kambing ka ba, tao ba, mayaman. Okay? Sa kanyang cycle of life. Okay? So karma is widely understood doctrine stating one's action determined in their future life. So actions in the present life affect the state of the soul and rebirth. So that it, sinabi ko naman yun. Justice is preserved through the process of karma, ensuring consequences for one's actions. Ano pa? Reincarnation or samsara, ang isa pang tawag sa kanya, is the belief that the soul undergoes rebirth inhabiting a new body after death. Okay? Once you die, once your physical body dies, yung soul and your atman will come along with it and they will settle on the new physical body or physical vessel. Doon sila magsesettle at ikaw na uli yun. Okay? Regardless kung ano man ang gawin. Kung ano ang magiging resulta. So rebirth is not limited to human bodies. It can also occur in animals based on one's past actions. Yan na ang sinasabi. Di ba? Iyak. So, karma and reincarnation shape a person's identity and choices in life. Kasi nga, ayoko maging bakit ang next life ko, so magpapakabait na lang ako. Kaya daw, mali yung sinasabi, ay bawi na lang ako next life. Dapat, in your present life, you are living good. Para in the next life, you will have a good new life. Kaya pala mali yung sinasabi natin, ay bawi ka na lang next life. So dapat ngayon, nabawi ka na. Okay? Dapat ngayon pa lang. So, Hinduism with its belief in reincarnation, okay, ito na ha, teaches that all animals have a soul, considering them as brothers and sisters. So, kaya hindi nila kinakain ang hayop or any related animal cuisines or dishes. Kasi nga, they consider them brothers and sisters who did bad things on their past self to deserve being an animal in their current situation. Okay? So the moral mandate is summarized in Sanskrit phrase Bhutahita, meaning kindness to all creatures. Yan. So ahimsa, okay? Hinduism extends to consumption of meat. Ito na. Consumption of meat with hundreds of injunctions against it. Kasi nga, they treat the animals as their brothers and sisters. Mga hayop na tinuturong nilang mga kapatid. Okay? So, quotation of kindness, showing kindness to all beings. So, killing animals for meat is warned or winawarningan to bring about violent deaths for the person responsible according to Manu Smriti. So Manu Smriti advises complete abstention or abstain from eating flesh or pagkain ng karne, considering the cruelty and origins of meat consumption. Kasi nga kung ang pinaniniwalaan mo ay ganyan na ang hayop ay ang mga dating tao na pinaparusahan ngayon at kakainin mo pa sila, eh, it sounds cruel, di ba? So, kaya, there are hundreds of injunctions na huwag kang kakain ng karne sa ahimsa. Okay? Ayun ang kanilang pinaniniwalaan. Kasi nga naman, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, cannibalism, hindi naman siguro. So, Vishnu Purana states that God, Keshava Krishna, is pleased with those who do not harm or destroy non-speaking creatures. So, ang kanilang Diyos, or si Keshava or si Krishna, is nalulugod or napiplease sa pag hindi sinasaktan or pinapatay ang mga non-speaking creatures kasi hindi naman sila makakapagsalita na wag mo akong patayin. Ano? Na hindi natin maintindihan. Okay? So Mahabharata points out three forms of killing to meat. So una ay pag-consume, pagbili, pag-consume, pagkain, okay? So pangalawa ay pagbili ng karne at pagbubutcher or cutting of limbs. Okay? Those are the three forms of killing meat. Kasi nga, isipin mo kung wala namang kakain, bakit ka magbebenta? Walang bibili. Di ba? Kung walang bibili, kung walang kakain, walang bibili. Tama? Kung walang bibili, walang magbebenta. Okay? At kung walang magbebenta, walang papatay ng hayop. Cycle. Di ba? So, those are the forms of killing. Okay? Related to meat consumption. Okay? Ito ang masama. Ignorant individuals who kills animals without remorse or pag sinabing remorse ay pagsisisi. or fear of punishment may be eaten by the same creatures they killed in their next life, as per Bhagavata Purana. Ibig sabihin, kung pumatay ka ng halimbawa ay kambing, maaaring in the next life, ikaw ay isang damo, di ba? Na pinapakain sa kambing, di ba? So, dahil ayaw mo mangyayari yun, hindi ka nakakain ng karne ng kambing, di ba? So, life is a cycle. Okay, so that's it. So, Dharma, performing one's duty, is considered the highest worldly aim in Hinduism. Okay? Uh, deprived, derived from Sanskrit root dri, meaning to support or to uphold or hold up, bear, and associated with firmos, implying firmness. Okay, that is dharma. Pag sinabing to support, to uphold, okay, pagpasan sa iyong mga responsibilidad ng firm or matatag. Okay, that is dharma. Doing your job or doing your responsibility sa community na may pagka bagay matatag, hindi non-negotiable, hindi ka matatalk out of it. Okay? So that is dharma. Upholding your responsibility and doing that responsibility into your society. Okay? That is dharma. Dharma is often referred as the right way of living or tamang pamumuhay or duty or obligation here in the physical world. Okay, in modern terms, dharma is the essence of a being or thing defining its nature and purpose. Kaya uh, they believe that everything has its purpose and doing its purpose is your reason to live. Okay? Kung hindi mo ginagawa ang purpose mo at nabubuhay ka, there's something wrong with you daw. Okay? So, kayo, i-reflect nyo sarili nyo kung ginagawa nyo yung responsibility. Halimbawa, isa kang anak. So, dapat, doing your best to live a good and well-versed or responsible life as a anak, as a child of your parents. Ngayon, kung isa kang alimughang anak, okay, na kinuha ang mana at nilustay, okay? Kung hindi ka maging mabait na anak, okay, so you better reflect now. Okay? So you better read this. Ito naman application na to ng Hinduism in the real world. Okay? So yung caste system, you read those. Ano? So the image of India as a goddess reinforces the role of women in society, acknowledging the feminine aspect of God. Okay? Dahil nga ang Diyos ay walang kasarian, hindi siya lalaki, hindi siya babae, kasi siya ay espiritu. Okay? Or isa siyang idea sa Brahma. Okay? So, uplifting or uplifted ang dangal ng mga kababaihan. Okay? So, women are given opportunities to serve as temple priest. Kasi katulad sa atin, in Christianity, lalo sa Catholic, okay, lalaki lang ang pwedeng maging pare. Kasi sabi, sa bagay, father eh. Diba? So, pag babae ka, you got no choice. Pag gusto mo ma-involve sa church, automatically you will be a nun or a madre or mother. Okay? So, ayun ang kaibahan. So, ayun lamang. At maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Okay? So, sa exam ay magbasa-basa. Okay? At mag-review ng world religion. Madali lang naman siya, 40 items. Hindi mo ako mahirap magpa-exam. So, ayun lamang at God bless sa bawat isa. Pasensya na hindi na tayo natapos at ito lang ang nagawa ko. So, God bless sa exam at gagawin ang the best. Okay? So, bye!